Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Jermaine, and I'm back with another Simple Truth News update. And I want to share something with you that is not going to be comfortable. Well, heck, none of the Simple Truth is ever comfortable for most people out there, but this one is a bit disturbing. If you do not believe that we are living in a world that is quickly going to hell in a handbasket, this article that I'm going to share with you is further proof of it. A few years ago, we had a situation where there was a man on some sort of drugs, and he was found I think it was Miami, Florida. I did the report. It's been a while ago, where he was eating the face off of someone. Wicked, terrible. But then we have situations where we have mothers that are doing horrific things to their children. Fathers are doing horrific things to their children. There was a report that I didn't report on, but it was a situation that was just up the road from me, just up north in Cleveland, where a man had held hostage these young women for so many years, and finally they were freed from their captivity. This one here is one that truly, truly disturbs me. And it has to do with a young man in the Los Angeles County area, Los Angeles, California, that killed his mother and then skinned her alive. Yes, you heard me. I told you this was going to be a bit disturbing. But the simple truth take on this, ladies and gentlemen, is that wickedness and evil is starting to show its ugly face. It is revealing itself, in ways that we only see Hollywood talk about. Do you ever wonder why Hollywood and real life are starting to slowly merge together and almost blend, and there's no lines of division anymore? We hear the things through the local news or by reading a news article, and it's like reading a Hollywood script. Something to think about. As I used to have portions of the segment of The Simple Truth, things that make you just say, it makes you wonder. Check out this article that I'm going to share with you, and I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the article I was talking about. This is coming from LAtimes.com, and I guess this is the LA Now segment in Los Angeles, California. Satan worshiper gets life in prison for killing, and I would say skinning mom, but it says killing, skinning mom. This was on July 17, 2013, and the article reads, a Maywood man whom prosecutors described as a Satan worshiper was sentenced Wednesday for strangling and killing his mother, then dismembering her body. Moises Maraza Espinoza, 21, was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison for the February 2nd, 2011 slaying of Amelia Espinoza, age 42. Los Angeles County Senior Court Judge Thomas I. McNew Jr. said Maraza Espinoza's crime ranks right up there at the top among the most disgusting, hideous, and vulgar cases he's seen in more than 50 years in the legal profession. Prosecutors said that Espinoza, who was 19 at the time of the slaying, used a rope to choke his mother, then skinned her and removed her organs. He stored her flesh in a freezer in their Maywood apartment. Her internal organs were never recovered. Prosecutors argued that Maraza Espinoza was a follower of the Church of Satan and that he was performing a ritual human sacrifice. During the trial this spring, defense attorney Jonathan Roberts disputed that his client acted alone. After the sentence Wednesday, Roberts explained that the Church of Satan has renounced ritual human sacrifice and said the prosecutor's argument relied on dated interpretations of satanic rituals. A Norwalk jury convicted Maraza Espinoza in June on one count of first-degree murder following 1 day of deliberations. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is this is horrific. This is terrible. That someone could go to the lengths of doing something like this to the very person that gave him life, in a sense, brought him into the world. You come through a woman, whether you're male or female, to come into this world. And the Bible tells us to honor thy mother, thy father and thy mother, that thy days shall be long upon this earth. 25 years to life for what this young man did is nothing short of a travesty. He should get exactly what he gave to his mother. Now, we don't know what the relationship between he and his mother was, but the point is, if you were having problems, if you didn't like the things that were going on, the young man was 19 years old at the time, leave, get out, get on your own, make your own way. But do not do such a horrific thing. And then the defense attorney had the nerve to try to lighten the fact that the satanic rituals do not include human sacrifice anymore. What? Are you kidding me? It just shows you how even the system is wicked. Now, we all know that. That's nothing new. It's not something that you've never heard before, nothing I've never said or you haven't heard said by many others. But it is just a travesty that people would believe that kind of bullcrap, that the Church of Satan is no longer doing human sacrifices, ritual sacrifices. Yeah, right. The simple truth of the whole matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that people out there are becoming lovers of themselves to the point where they believe that they can do anything that they choose or please to do. Well, when you're a servant of the God of this world, I guess you do feel you can do anything that you want to do, because there is going to be no repercussion or consequence for your actions, because many feel that there is nothing else. There's nothing after this. We live, we die. Well, one of the greatest tricks that Satan ever played upon mankind was the fact that he made people believe that he doesn't exist. More importantly, I would have to say a subsection of the deception is that Satan himself will one day have a kingdom. And that kingdom will have a hierarchy, just as the kingdom of the Most High Yah has, where if you are obedient to him, he will bring you into his bosom and into his glory, and you'll be able to rule and reign with him. As a good friend of mine, my brother Eric always says, when it comes to the Most High and it comes to Satan, it's the same but different. Where it's the same because Satan has people that are loyal to him. However, unfortunately, when it all comes to an end, Satan is going to be in the pit and in the hotbed just as much as anyone that served him. There's not going to be any exalted place in quote-unquote hell. And if you did enough bad and did exactly what Satan wanted you to do, you're going to be the one doing the tormenting and not be tormented. Too bad that thinking is so wrong. But for those out there who just absolutely have no type of belief, no type of understanding of God, or as I share with you, Yah, the Most High. If you have no understanding of that, I have one question for you. What is wrong with living a quiet and peaceable life? One that you do good by those that do good to you. You stay out of trouble and you just live in a way that is pleasant. Even if there isn't anything after it's all said and done, did you live a better life than those who just decided to wreak havoc and do whatever the heck they pleased? And there were so many things negative in the rearview mirror. That's something to think about. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of The Simple Truth. And as I always tell you, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you, and I'll see you again real soon.